In this country, when you think of Lady Liberty, and the mantra has been chanted longer than I've been alive, of America's love for second chances, and how America loves a comeback story. Yet the contradictions portrayed against its own citizens that are obviously having difficulties adhering to all the laws for whatever reasons might be, it could be a multitude of reasons, put it that way. Like, for instance, mental health reasons might have led one to not always be in compliance with the law. Poverty, that's another reason. While a law-abiding citizen might feel desperate enough to start coloring outside of the lines, homelessness as well could take a person to a level of desperation where survival is paramount. And that's all that matters, regardless of law, liberty, and property of others. When their survival is at stake, there are many reasons why people might encroach and infringe on or violate the laws of our land, which is why we have established rules for crime and punishment in this land. In this very same land, we tout a fair justice system that is against double jeopardy. But is it not double jeopardy if a person had served their time for a criminal offense? Excuse me, I'll take a seat. Served their time for a criminal offense, completed the sentence, was released and restored his liberties, yet 10 years later, if that same American citizen were to commit a crime or color outside of the legal boundaries in any capacity, not only would that person have to pay the penalty for that alleged crime, but also pay another penalty for his past offense, which he already served time for. But just because it's titled differently under criminal history, so actually, when looking at it through those lenses, it appears that double jeopardy is okay in this country, and that second chances is an illusion, or a mirage, if you will. It's not real. The debt is never, ever paid back to society for transgressions against it, and the sins of the perpetrator were not forgiven. If so, then why would they face those old mistakes in event there ever are future mistakes? It's more like an overpriced lemon that you've been making payments on that you can seem to never own this lemon that you bought or get rid of it. There's so many obvious fixes that could take place in this country that will unify and strengthen us, as well as collaboratively pull this country out of deficit, literally like overnight. And yet our media, our government, and many of us are even guilty of spewing rhetoric that tears us apart and divides us further, which is why we will always be in debt to others that have figured out ways to be a little more unified. I'm no longer drinking the Kool-Aid, and I now understand that some players are playing at an extremely high frequency. And if you are not sitting still and being watchful, you might get tagged out. If you are not cooking your own food at home, be very aware of the access that you would give to anyone that might want to silence you. Cook your own food. Keep those people around you that was around you when you were dirt poor. Because all of them strangers that those suits strategically place into your life, they are actually what I said they are. Strangers, not your family. They weren't with you when you was dirt poor and you slept at the foot of the mattress with your cousins. And they might be around you trying to convince you that your family and friends are going to use you and you can do so much better for them after you save your money up and become a bigger success. But if they tear you down now, you won't have a thing to share with them later. Now, that is a person that is solely looking out for their own selves first, their own check, and second of all, putting you solely in the hands of whoever has invested all of that money in you. Keep your family near and dear, and listen to them when they say they got this feeling that this person does not have your best interests at heart. No, they might not know the business. They might not know anything about what you are into, but they do know that they got a feeling that they have a feeling that, let's say, somebody is not good for you. And when they do, it's not always because they hate you. This is your family. They want you to be bigger than life, but be still and stay watchful, because there is always snakes in tall grass. Those are my thoughts. Y'all can have at 'em.